sleigh. Honk.
The following program is a special dramatic presentation from More on Sunday.
Minneapolis, all passengers, please leave the train. Everybody off, please. Everybody off.
Attention, please. The 11:45 Amtrak now arriving on track number...
Excuse me. They told me this train didn't go any farther. That I had to get off.
That's right, sir. We're shutting down all the trains.
Has there been an accident?
Oh, no, nothing like that. You see, Amtrak has just run out of money. It happens all the time.
But I have to get up north before Christmas. I missed my connection in Grand Forks.
Oh, you got a connection in Grand Forks, huh?
Yes.
What is it, a sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer?
I beg your pardon, they are not tiny.
Yeah, well, listen here, Pops. We'll get rolling again in a couple of days. You might as well relax and enjoy yourself. See the sights. You know, you got your state capital in St. Paul. There's the Nicollet Mall. You could do some Christmas shopping. Well, you like art?
Oh, well,
We got the Astor Art Theater down here in Hennepin Avenue, and the Copper Squirrel, the Pain Reliever. I hear the Brave New Workshop is pretty good.
I suppose, if it's only for a couple of days.
Sure, relax and enjoy yourself, huh? Welcome to the Twin Cities.
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the season of hope, it was the winter of despair. It was a tale of Twin Cities when a man who called himself Kris Kringle came to town and caused a small miracle to happen. Miracle on 9th Street. Starring Dave Moore.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Why?
Roger, come here. What's keeping John Gallows?
What? Oh, he's upstairs in the big room with
That's Studio 4.
Yeah, Studio 4. He's taping Laurel and Hardy.
Look, we go on the air in 20 minutes. What are we going to do without a Santa Claus?
Listen, let's tell him the truth. Tell him that Claus is upstairs taping Laurel and Hardy, and he can't make it this year.
Look, if I don't have a Santa Claus for those kids, are going to go for my throat, Roger. Look, call upstairs. Tell Gallows to get into costume right now. We need him immediately. Okay?
Relax. I already did that. They said that he'll be finished any minute now.
I've heard that before, Roger.
Well, maybe it's true this time.
I wish those kids would grow up.
Ah, there they go, Stan and Ollie, in a two-reeler dating way back to 1930, entitled Brats. It's mystery picture time, so have your pencil and paper ready. We don't give prizes on this contest, but we do ask you to send a brief letter with the information that we require.
I thought we had that thing fixed. Are you all right?
Where am I?
You're in Studio 4, but you better get downstairs right away. We'll finish this tomorrow.
Where's Ollie?
Oh, come on, quit kidding, John.
John? John who? What? Where's Ollie? We have to practice our finger wiggle.
Fred, there's been an accident upstairs. The set fell on top of Gallows. Again? That's the second time this month. Yeah, I know, but this time it's really serious. He's conked out. He thinks he's Stan Laurel. Listen, we got to find a replacement. You got to be kidding. No, I'm serious. We got 15 minutes to get a stand-in. Just relax. But who are we going to get? Well, I don't know. What about Bud Crayley? How about that? That's better than nothing. You got his phone number? Somewhere. I don't know where it is. Give him a call. Come on, we're going to have to find out. Well, do you know where I can reach him?
Could I get a little more slack here, please?
Look, this is an emergency. Yeah, right. Thanks a lot. Kraling is out.
Oh, now what do we do?
I don't know. Roger. I must be dreaming.
He's the right age.
The right height.
Yeah, and the right beard.
His eyes even twinkle.
Oh, listen, I'll be up in the...
Control room.
Control room.
Hey, you. Come on inside. No, don't go away. Come here. Hey. Wait, stop.
I warn you, young man, I'm much stronger than I look.
Look, I didn't mean to frighten you. It's just that I lost control. You see, I'm having a nervous breakdown.
Oh, my. Oh, I believe you are. Is there anything I can do?
I really hope so. Look, can you come inside? It's freezing out here. Come on. Come on. Get here. Come on.
Now then, what's the problem?
Have you ever played Santa Claus before?
Oh, I suppose you might say that. Yes, many times.
How about kids? Can you relate to kids?
Children? I love children. Some of my best friends are children.
This is too good to be true. Look at that. Our Santa Claus show goes on the air in 13 minutes now. And our regular Santa Claus, he kind of had an accident, see? And I was wondering if maybe you could...
Hey, Santa Claus on television?
Exactly.
Oh, no, young man, I don't make public appearances any longer. The last time I did that was over 30 years ago in New York City. You wouldn't believe the commotion it caused.
Well, now, this isn't for me. It's for the kids.
Oh?
Well, not just the kids in the studio. The kids all over the city. The little toddlers sitting in front of their TV sets. Think of the disappointment.
Well, I'm sure they'll get over it.
Oh, yeah, on the outside. But what about the inside? The emotional scars, the trauma. It'll sit under the surface and fester and fester. And someday when they're adults, they'll take it out on their kids.
Enough. I'll do it.
Thank you so much. Come on, we got to get you into costume. Oh, by the way, my name is Fred.
Chris.
Chris?
Kris Kringle.
I should have known. Come on, this way.
2 minutes to, are they ready in there?
No, that's all there is to it, Chris. Now, just remember, when you hand the kids their toy, hold it up to the camera so we get a good shot, right? And say compliments of the Tuffy Toy Company.
What's that thing?
Tuffy Toy Company.
Right, that's our sponsor. Wonderful people.
1 minute.
Okay, now that's it. Relax, you'll do fine. Just remember to read your cues, okay? And toss in a ho, ho, ho now and then. Look, you've read The Night Before Christmas.
Young man, that story isn't entirely accurate.
Huh?
For instance, how could I go up the chimney with my finger up the side of my nose? There could be a jam up of some kind. It'd be a terrible embarrassment.
Yeah, right, Chris. Later, huh? Now, you kids, be quiet.
Santa, could you give us a voice,
Just count to 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Thank you.
Boy, that is a wicked bunch of kids out there.
Say, Fred, have you seen my little green notebook with TV terms in it?
Yeah, here it is right here. I don't know how he's going to handle those kids.
Okay, stand by to spin. Stand by, fade up effect. Hey, quiet those kids down.
I don't want to watch this. I don't want to be here. In fact, I wish I was in Fridley.
Okay, spin theme, up on effect.
Hey, kids, it's the Santa Show, brought to you by Tuffy Toys. Tuffy Toys are fun. Tuffy Toys are tough. Tuffy Toys can take it. And now, here's Santa.
Open his mic and cue Santa.
Oh. Oh, my, there certainly are a lot of you out there today. I see Sally and Ricky Johnson of Bloomington. Take care of that cold, Ricky. Oh, there's Durkee Brand of St. Louis Park. Nasty fall on the pond yesterday, Durkee. You better be careful next time, eh?
Well, what do you know? He's not half bad.
All right, let's see who we have in our studio today. Come closer, boys and girls, so Santa can have a closer look at you. Oh, my jolly... Is that Mark Lizard?
How did you know?
I recognized you, Mark. How is your sister, Debbie?
Fine.
Grand girl. Nora? Nora Martin?
How did you know?
I know you, Nora. You live on Fremont South in Minneapolis, don't you?
How did you know?
Oh, Nora, Santa knows so much.
Is he making all that up?
Who knows? But he's got the kids believing it.
Santa has to know all of the names, or else he won't get the gifts down the right chimneys. All of the elves come down into the cities during the fall and the early winter time and study where all the boys and girls live.
Okay, we better not push our luck. Let's roll the cartoon.
Cue Santa to intro the film. Stand by 10.
Now, how would you boys and girls like to see a wonderful story about a little boy whose toys come to life?
Yeah!
Ha good, good. Watch closely over here. Now, here it comes.
Take 10, sound.
You know, we might just pull this off.
Well, now, don't count your Easter eggs till they're hatched. I mean, we've still got 25 minutes to go.
Jeff, you say you've been a good boy this year, helping around the house. What are some of the things you've done?
Oh, I empty the garbage.
Okay, wrap it up. Give the kid a toy.
Cue Santa to give him a toy. Stand by 2 for a close-up.
Well, Jeff, thank you for chatting with us. We have something for you. Compliments of the Tuffy Toy Company. Oh. Oh, my gracious. What do you know, Jeff? If one of my elves at the workshop had turned out something like this, why, I believe I would have exiled him to the South Pole for 100 years.
What's he doing?
Look at that shoddy workmanship. I can't give a child a toy like this. It's obviously unsafe.
Stop him! Stop him! Cut his mic! Cut that!
Dark, waist, cut.
There's just no excuse for this kind of thing. Don't you understand the danger?
Okay, his mic's off. I got to slide up. What do we do now?
I don't know. Play some music. I don't care. Please. Please. I hope the sponsor didn't see this.
This is Hiram Bly, president of the Tuffy Toy Company. Put me through to your general manager at once.
Go right in, Mr. Bly. Mr. Headley's expecting you.
Good morning, Hiram. How have you been?
Oh, don't try to sweet-talk me, Headley. You know why I'm here.
Would you like to sit down?
No, I don't sit down.
Well, let me say, first of all, Hiram, that I'm truly sorry about what happened yesterday.
Oh, big deal. Now, what are you going to do about it?
Well, we have several options. The station could make a formal apology.
Not the station. Santa Claus. That Santa Claus.
Chris, is that acceptable to you?
Mr. Bly, I can't tell you how sorry I am, sir, for what I said. And the reason I can't is because I am not. I meant every single word of it. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. If you showed the slightest concern for the children you make those toys for, you wouldn't be worried about retractions and apologies. You'd make certain those toys, those dangerous toys, were off the shelves. You'd make certain they were safe before you tried them.
Listen here, Fatso. Every one of my toys is tested and approved by the FTC.
And the FTC is a fool.
Oh, I'm wasting my time here. They told me about your station. I should have listened.
Well, now, Hiram, let's not be hasty about this.
Oh, Action News Consumer Inquiry, more on Sunday. You're just a bunch of consumer lovers. That's what you are.
Oh, now, come on, Hiram. Let's be reasonable about this.
Reasonable? How about $1 million? That sounds reasonable to me.
$1 million?
That's what I'm going to sue you for. And you better not leave town, Fatso. I'll see you in court.
Good evening, everyone. Leading the scene tonight, a TV Santa Claus, along with WCCO Television, is being sued for $1 million. Rod Challenger has the story.
It all began here at the studios of WCCO Television during the live broadcast of a children's Christmas program. The host of the show, a last-minute substitute named Kris Kringle, allegedly made some critical remarks about one of the sponsor's products. The sponsor, Tuffy Toy Company, has filed suit in district court, charging the station and Kringle with libel, slander, and defamation of toy. Not much is known about Kringle. He reportedly has been unable to produce any form of identification, no driver's license, no social security number, not even a department store credit card. When asked where he lives, he claims to be a citizen of the world. During an interview, we asked Kringle what he thought his chances were of being acquitted in the $1 million libel action scheduled to begin tomorrow in Hennepin County District Court. Mr. Kringle, what do you think your chances are of being acquitted in the $1 million libel action scheduled to begin tomorrow in Hennepin County District Court?
Oh, not bad.
Rod Challenger, WCCO Television News.
Please rise. District Court of Hennepin County is now in session. The Honorable Judge George M. Scott presiding. Be seated, please.
With the court's permission, I'd like to place into evidence this toy robot, which is manufactured by my client, the Tuffy Toy Company, and is available for purchase at fine toy stores everywhere.
How much does it cost, Mr. Thompson?
Well, it retails for $24.95. That, of course, is batteries not included. However, for you, we could probably work out.
Proceed, Mr. Thompson.
Yes, sir. I'd like to call my first witness, Mr. Marlowe Hedge. Now then, Mr. Hedge, how long have you been employed as an investigator for the Federal Toy Commission?
I've been with the FTC for 8 years now.
8 years?
Mm-hmm.
And in that time, was the robot made by the Tuffy Toy Company ever investigated by your agency?
Well, certainly was.
And what were your findings?
We found the robot to be completely safe, when used as directed.
Yes. Thank you. No further questions, your witness?
Mr. Meshbesher, you may cross-examine.
Mr. Hedge, are you aware there were more than 40,000 toy-related accidents in this country last year?
Yes, I believe that's an accurate figure.
And are you also aware that many of those injuries were caused by toys approved by your agency?
Yeah, well, anybody can make a mistake.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Bly, would you tell the court exactly what has happened since the television program in which the defendant made certain critical comments about your product here?
It's affected all our products. Our sales have dropped 73%, not to mention the drop in the morale of the employees. And my own pain and suffering.
There, Mr. Bly. Tell us, do you have any doubts whatsoever about the safety of this robot?
Absolutely not. I personally gave one of those robots to my dearest grandson, Billy, last month for his birthday.
Thank you, Mr. Bly. Your witness.
Mr. Bly, isn't it a fact in the past 3 years, 14 different toys made by your company have been found hazardous by the FTC?
Objection, Your Honor, that's irrelevant. The only toy that has any bearing on this case is the one that's already been placed in evidence.
Sustained. The jury will disregard that last question.
Which question, Your Honor?
The court reporter will read that last question back.
Mr. Bly, isn't it a fact that in the past 3 years, 14 different toys made by your company have been found hazardous by the FTC?
Thank you. That's the question. Forget you ever heard it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Testimony began today in the Santa Claus libel trial. Here with editorial comment is Al Austin. Al?
Dave, the Santa Claus trial is shaping up as another significant court test in the almost never-ending fight between individual liberties and government repression. We think it may eventually rank with such landmark cases as Wounded Knee, the Chicago 7, the Minnesota 8, Atlanta 14, Washington 10, Green Bay... Oh, I'm sorry, this is a sports script. The powerful toy lobby in Washington is fond of such slogans as, toys don't hurt children, children do. They claim that if a child really wants to hurt himself, he'll use sticks and stones if he can't get his hands on a toy. And they insist that people like Kris Kringle are not just after those cheap Saturday morning specials, but really want to confiscate all toys. Well, that's nonsense. We don't know, of course, whether Tuffy toys are dangerous or not, but we do think that all toys should be registered. Dave?
We'd like your comments on Al's comments and ask that you address them to editorial feedback.
Hello, WCCO TV. I'm just an average viewer. I'd like to make a comment. Ready? Al Austin is a no-good, filthy, pinko, radical idiot. And I'm never going to watch Channel 4 again.
Quite a snowstorm at Duluth. They had 23 inches of snow in a 24-hour period. Now it's cloudy in Duluth and 24 degrees.
More testimony was heard this morning in the Santa Claus libel trial. With Christmas just 3 days away, defense attorney Meshbesher made a special request that the trial be postponed for a week so that his client could attend to some important prior commitments. Judge George Scott wanted to know what those prior commitments were. Kringle said he was reluctant to discuss it in open court for fear people would laugh. Judge Scott invited Kringle to approach the bench to explain it in confidence, and Kringle did so. The judge laughed and denied the motion. The trial resumes this afternoon, at which time Kringle himself is expected to take the stand.
Mr. Kringle, are you an authority on children's toys?
Why, I should hope so. I've been building and designing them for, let's see now, for over 950 years.
Might I remind you, Mr. Kringle, you're under oath.
If it please the court, what Mr. Kringle meant was that it seems like 950 years.
All right, counsel, continue.
Mr. Kringle, what has been your reaction to the toy expert's testimony concerning Mr. Bly's toy robot?
Toy experts, indeed. Why, the only experts are children. Children can do things with toys that would never, ever occur to an adult.
Your Honor, during the noon recess, some new evidence has come to light, and I'd like to introduce it now. Your Honor, that child has sustained multiple injuries as a direct result of playing with the Tuffy toy robot.
Objection, Your Honor. This is clearly inadmissible, as I'm sure the defense counsel very well knows.
Billy!
Hi, Grandpa.
Your Honor, this is an obvious attempt to play on the sympathies of the jury. And furthermore, there's no proof whatsoever that these injuries were caused by my client's product.
Your Honor, my grandson is a fine boy. And if he said the robot did this to him, I believe him. I withdraw all charges against the defendant.
Case dismissed.
Kringle, I'm glad there's no hard feeling.
Oh, no. I think we all learned a lesson.
Well, I learned that money isn't everything. There's stocks, there's bonds, there's real estate.
Oh, say, I really must be going. I'm way behind schedule this year.
Can I drop you somewhere, Chris? The airport, the railroad station?
No, thank you, Fred. I have a lift, so to speak. Oh, by the way, Mr. Bly, here's a present for you.
Oh, what is it?
Those are plans of toys designed by my elves in the workshop.
Elves? Now, come on, Chris. Sometimes I think you really believe all
Fantastic. Look here. Huh? These are not only safe toys, but they'll cut production costs by 27%. Say, Kringle, hey, where'd he go?
He's gone. You know, I wonder who he really was.
I don't know, but I sure wanted to thank him.
Prancer, get the lead out! Merry Christmas, everyone!